Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the performance of a hit show where there's a will, there's a Shakespeare. Last year, as you all know, it was 450 years since the birth of William Shakespeare. And next year, 2016, will witness the 400th anniversary of Shakespeare's death. And there will be celebrations all across the globe. Since we missed his birthday celebrations last year, so we thought we'd get in there first, celebrate his death now, today.
Yeah, why not?
I'm afraid we are getting a little late here. Our cast members are actually suffering from stage fright and have been rushed to the hospital for reality checks. But in tradition of all good theatre, the show, as they say, must go on. We are lucky to have a troupe of actors from Bulgaria who happened to be passing by earlier today. Being otherwise unemployed, have agreed to stand in for the original cast. So, if you could sit patiently for a few hours, they will, I'm sure, present today's show before sunset. In the meantime, to keep you entertained, here is some music.
Bosom of the ocean, buried. Blah, 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 blah. This is what I have become. King Richard III. Born in the 15th century. Immortalized in the 16th century, dragged up into the 21st century in the bucket of a mechanical digger. 562 years old. Not bad for my age. Shine out, fair sun, till I have seen a glass of my discontented life and miserable death at the hands of actors. Some good, some indifferent, and some terrible.
Now is the winter of our discontent made glorious summer.
by this son of York.
Now is the winter of our discontent.
Now is the winter of our discontent.
Now is the winter of our discontent made glorious summer by this son of York.
Now is the winter of our discontent made glorious summer by this son of York.
Now is the winter of our discontent.
Now is the winter of our discontent. A horse, my kingdom for a horse. I never said those words. I was never a deformed hunchback with a withered arm and a limp. Neither a villain nor a murderer.
Hey, what about King Henry?
I grant ye one king, I think.
And what about Lady Anne?
Okay, a wife or two.
And what about the two princes? Eh? What about the two princes? And Clarence, your brother, what about him?
A handful of princes, and barons, and lords, and as for the peasants, ha! I was a king! The King of England, no less. But I was a nice king, a good king. Defeated and killed in battle by that usurper Richmond, who stole my crown. Married my princess, made my England his kingdom, my princess his queen. Well, and then along comes Mr. William Bloody Shakespeare, that lick-spittle, toadying busybody of a playwright, rewriting history, sucking up to the Tudors, turning me into an object of scorn, derision, disgust, and yes, humour. Well, I have news for you, Mr. Shakespeare. I'm back! Yes, they threw me in a makeshift grave the day that I was killed by that foreigner Richmond with his silly haircut and ridiculous accent. And there I lay for over 500 years until the day they dug me up again. Deconstructed me, reconstructed me, resurrected me, back to claim my crown, my queen, my kingdom, my reputation. And that is why Mr. William Smarty Pants Shakespeare, you will feel the cold steel of my sword. Streams of sanguinary vengeance will flow like 1,000 rivers through the streets and sewers of merry England. Your wife and children I will slaughter like sheep. Your books I will burn in the fires of hell. Your feather quill I will break into tiny pieces. I'm off. A horse, my kingdom, for a horse!
Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for the interruption in our program, especially by the slur made by the despotic king against our beloved bard, William Shakespeare.